Speaking of the Trump administration, Biden took a shot at it when he was on stage campaigning for Terry McAuliffe for Virginia governor. I believe this was on Friday night.
That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. No. Let him talk. No, Look. First. That's okay. Look, it's not a Trump rally. Let him holler. No one's paying attention.
I think they were chanting impeach Joe? Maybe? I couldn't really make it out. So, Biden says it's not a Trump rally, even though, here's Biden from today talking with a reporter acting an awful lot like fucking Trump.
You are such a pain in the neck when I'm going to answer your question because we've known each other for so long. It has nothing to do with Iraq. The answer, no.
She asked a question about Veterans Affairs. I think that has a lot. In terms of the Iraq intervention, I think the Veterans Affairs is the most consequential agency regarding the occupation of Iraq for the last 20 years.
I'll answer your question. Yes, Veteran Affairs is going to, in fact, require that all docs working in facilities are going to have to be vaccinated.
Thank you. And do you think there will be more mandates for federal workers? Thank you. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you.
Called the reporter a pain in the neck, and then I don't know what that little swashbuckling was he did to the camera. Making all kinds of jokes. Meanwhile, the fucking infrastructure deal may be falling apart. High-stakes infrastructure talks stall out as deadline passes. Trump actually inserted himself into the debate today. Senators capped off a day of trading blame and stalled efforts on their bipartisan infrastructure proposal with a Monday meeting that quickly broke up, signaling a tough path forward as negotiators missed yet another self-imposed deadline. They keep saying they're going to be able to pass this. I don't think they will. I don't know what their move is going to be on this, because it looks like the options are get rid of the filibuster or pass as much of this stuff that you were going to have in the bipartisan bill and the reconciliation bill. Either way, the Democrats are going at it alone. I don't know what the functional difference is if you do it through reconciliation or if you do it by abolishing the filibuster. Just get rid of the goddamn filibuster. The core 10 senators huddled in the office of Senator Rob Portman, the lead Republican negotiator, hoping to get past a rough weekend of fruitless talks. Discussions are expected to resume later in the evening, though not in person, and negotiators claimed they were still making progress. Portman said he was still optimistic about a deal despite rejected offers, finger-pointing, and impasses. He and White House counselor Steve Ricchetti will help finish the deal, negotiators said, with input from the rest of the group. Still, Portman said the White House has added some new challenges to the list, hinting at deep disagreements with Democrats over key policy areas like broadband, water funding, highways, public transit, and financing the agreement. Basically, Republicans don't want to raise taxes. All the bipartisan shit, the bipartisan bill, is all coming from money that already exists, that's already allocated. With July nearly turned to August, the number of outstanding issues prompted a fresh round of urgency among Democrats who are worried their agenda could stall without one final push. It will. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said he was fully committed to passing a bipartisan infrastructure bill this summer and warned that more foot-dragging could require the Senate to stay in over the weekend or cuts to some of the upcoming August recess. And for a Democratic Party eager to move on to the rest of its agenda before the midterms cloud every decision in Congress, time is running short. In interviews on Monday, there were no signs among senators that anyone was willing to walk away from the table after investing so much time in the discussions to spend nearly $600 billion in new money on roads, bridges, broadband, and climate infrastructure. The bill is like 1.6 or 1.4 or something like that. 600 of it is new money. One Senate Democrat privately assessed that the two parties had come too far to bail on the bipartisan effort. Schumer also challenged Republicans over whether they would follow the absurd demands of the disgraced former president and abandon the deal. That's what Trump released a statement today saying that Republicans should wait until the midterm to try to pass an infrastructure bill after they have more leverage and win more seats. But as I have said, the more Trump inserts himself into the 2022 race, the better it is for Democrats. Tones, unfortunately, I got a strike for medical misinformation on Thursday. I will be back on YouTube on Friday. I appealed it. YouTube did not accept my appeal. Yeah, usually during the countdown, I'm sharing out like YouTube links and sharing it to my Facebook pages. I'm banned everywhere. I couldn't even share it out. I'm just sitting here during the countdown doing nothing. I anticipate doing whatever it takes to get the job done, asserted Senator Joe Manchin. Oh, is that what your corporate backers told you to do? Yeah, I can't post my videos, and if you'll notice, the last video I posted doesn't have its thumbnail on it because YouTube gave me my ban like as I was cutting up the show that night. Wouldn't let me switch to where it's got Smokey on it, so that's pretty cool. But it won't let me put a thumbnail. Fucking YouTube. There was no medical information on this show. I have never promoted medical information. This is the second time YouTube has accused me of it. The first time was when the woman said that vaccines made you magnetized, and I ran over and got a fork and tried to stick it to my head. That one got a warning. Thursday, I think it was the dude that was in the chat posting those things to the lab leak article, and maybe he went to my YouTube and reported me for misinformation. I don't know. I don't know exactly. We'll be back on YouTube in time for the Sunday night Troll Patrol.